Hey, good morning. We're going to look at John 21, 21 through 22 this morning. So I'll go ahead and read the verse. So Peter, seeing him, said to Jesus, "Lord, and what about this man?" Jesus said to him, if I want him to remain until I come, what is it? What is that to you? You follow me. You know, we look at this verse. So a little bit of context for you. This happened after the resurrection. Jesus came back to the 11 disciples because, at this point, Judas has already hung himself on the cross or on a tree. And so Jesus actually appeared to them, a couple of ways to encourage them because, they're bummed out because Jesus died. And so now he has come back and shown himself, proved that, death does not hold him back. And this encourages them. But one of the things that Jesus is doing, especially in this passage, verses 18 through 23, is that Jesus at the very beginning has already told Peter that he's going to die. Somebody's going to capture him and put him to death. And now, because after this, John actually talks to Jesus and asks him a question. And so Peter's like, when we go into 21, Peter's like, well, what about John? What about him? What's going to happen to him? But then Jesus comes back and corrects him and tells him, it's not about him. It's about me in this aspect, right? I want you to focus on following me. And really, this really comes back to what Jesus said in Matthew 16:24, as he's speaking to all 12 of his disciples. If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Some people might actually sit there and think, when Jesus is speaking about following me, follow me into death. But no, that's not what Jesus is telling his disciples. His disciples need to focus on the ministry that he has told them to do. Don't focus on what I have told John to do, but focus on what I have told you, Peter, to do. And how does that apply to us today? Sometimes we look at different ministries and different people serving in different ministries, and we sit there and say, hey, this person is not doing the same thing that I'm doing. They should be doing what I'm doing. Instead, we need to actually be focused on what God is calling us to do, that we should focus on God's will. Don't worry about the other person. Let God deal with them.